What's going on, people? It's your boy Dre Day, every day. And today I have a new video for you. And the topic is updated knowledge. Now, when it comes to knowledge and what it is you're learning, education wise, well, not even just limited, not just limiting it to education, whatever it is that you know and that you think you know, you should always be looking to evolve that or stay open to knowledge, because I notice in a lot of people that they tend to hang their hat on what it is that they do know about what they've learned. And to a degree, you can learn, you can become so educated or so smart that you become pompous. And that's not the, I don't feel like that's the place that you should want to be at. You should always want to consider new information, new details, and always be an open book to knowledge, because knowledge is infinite. And I'm sorry. And the reason why I say this is because the world is ever changing. And even if you know it all today, say if you know everything that there is to know today, what happens tomorrow? What happens the day after? You know, so life is continuous, and that tomorrow, that day after, it can hold something. Well, not gonna say it can hold something. Tomorrow holds something that we do not know today, we do not possess today, or we cannot ascertain today. And you always need to be open to that specific information. And I can make a I can make a little example of this using the current state of everything with what the pandemic has done to the economy. And basically, like everywhere that I go, I'm sure you've probably possibly noticed this too. Everywhere that I go today, it seems like I see like 6 or 7 businesses that have now hiring signs. I mean, from big chains, big fast food chains, grocery stores, Targets, Home Depots, all the way down to the corner stores and jewelry shops, um, hair stores. Everybody has now hiring signs. And a lot of people have been living off of the money that they get, that they were passing out due to the pandemic and whatnot. Now, these companies have been hiring for a long time. This is the, I've never seen it in this, quite in this state before, but this is like, I don't know, just the economy needs workers. So with that being said, I've seen places like Dairy Queen, Taco Bell, when they're like, hey, now hiring for $12 an hour, $13 an hour. I actually saw something on social media. Chick-fil-A somewhere in the United States is hiring for $19 an hour. I was thinking, is this a Photoshop pic? I don't know. But that right there, companies are really putting, they're paying more than they've been paying in the past, due to trying to get people to come back to the workforce. Now, this is because I have a job to where I have to be out and about. I don't work from home. But outside of that, I'm past the staying in the house. I know there are some people that are still with the stay in the house, and I'm not saying that you should not be. I'm just saying that I'm out and about and I've seen this. Now, I've had discussions with people who know people that are with the in the house thing, and they say that they can't find work. And Well, for one, everywhere is hiring. So the fact that you can't find work, that's not true. Now, the places that are available to work at, you may not want to, but they those places that you may not want to work at, or those people that claim they can't find work, they're them thinking that they don't want to work at certain places due to what it pays. And it's like, there was a time when, say, if you go to Taco Bell to get hired, you expecting to make like what, $7.25, $8 an hour, when Taco Bell is paying $13 right now, trying to get you in the door. I don't know how long that'll last, but this is what they're paying right now. You know, so, but if you're not out and about to update your knowledge, that's something that you would just think, oh well, Taco Bell's still just paying $8 an hour. Dairy Queen is just paying $8 an hour. May not be a glamorous job, but $13 an hour is a way better wage, and you can do more with $13 an hour than you can do with $7.50. And I've seen the concept of people saying, "Oh well, I can't just work for $7.50." Well, in the event that you're jobless, a job is better than no income. But I do understand the sentiment of needing a certain dollar amount due to your situation. That's a whole nother discussion of metrics and whatnot, what works. But still, in the event, an income is better than no income, my personal opinion. But on the flip side, that sitting in the house and not being out and about and thinking a job is paying this when they're actually paying about $4 or $5 more, and that you looking for that wage at another company, it's like, no, you could get it over here. Might not be a glamorous job, but this is the adjusted rate. And having that, I'm sure that a person would have a different outlook on working at said job if they knew the adjusted rate. Something like that. Um, Science is always looking for science. Typically, when it comes to science, everything is up in the air. They never say this is it and that's it. Science is continuously looking for the next answer, even when it comes to the universe. I believe I saw something where they discovered a new planet filled with lava. That, I feel like you should have your brain hardwired to be more like science, or just to be continuously learning or continuously open to the possibility of what's around the corner, as opposed to relying on what you may have studied before, what you may have read before, which is true, but the story continues, you know. And that right there is just something that I live by, and I feel like everyone should live by. I have a philosophy on that. Learning is growing, and growing is living. So when you stop learning, you stop growing, and when you stop growing, you stop living. You know, I meet people, or it ain't even just got to meet people. It can be people that you already know, and they have this thing where they be like, "I haven't learned nothing since high school," and it's like, you basically telling me that you're dead. Now, we talk about school in and of itself. There are a lot of things that they taught us that we do not use today. So I can understand the ideology. I can kind of understand the punchline of "I ain't learned nothing since high school." I was talking to my homie the other day, and we were talking about how we haven't used Pythagorean theorem since school, and I brought up the Dewey Decimal System. Like, I haven't seen any practical use of that yet in my actual day to day. Somebody else may be using it, but at the end of the day, that's, in my book, that's knowledge that isn't used. But that does not, since if we were taught all of this stuff that did not matter, that does not mean we should cut our minds off to knowledge. Always be looking to learn what's new, somewhere different that's relevant to you. Of course, you don't have to learn everything. Make sure whatever it is that you're learning is relevant to you and what you have going. But I'm just saying, never cut your mind off to learning new things, and always stay open to it, because you don't want to miss what's around the corner, and you don't want to think you know everything, because you will never know everything. That's all I got on this topic. But keep your minds open, keep your eyes open, you stay focused, and you will always be in a better position with that open mind. Peace.